Let's solve the next problem. So I have already written the question. Okay. So now again, if you see, there is a bracket. Okay, and the bracket is same. Correct? X divided by x plus 1. Right? So I'll substitute it. Okay. So let x upon x plus 1 be y. Okay. So that means y square minus 5y plus 6 is equal to 0. Okay. Now I want equation. I want two numbers. When you multiply those two numbers, it is 6, and when you add it, it is minus 5. So what are the two numbers? You multiply it, it is 6, but when you add it, it is minus 5. So what are the factors of 6? 3 2s are 6. So 3 into 2. Correct? So when you multiply 3 into 2, it is 6. But when you add 3 into 2, 3 plus 2, when you add it, it is 5, right? But I want minus 5, not plus 5. So what I will do is, instead of adding 3 and 2, I will add minus 3 and minus 2. And I will multiply minus 3 and minus 2. Now when I multiply minus 3 and minus 2, it is 6. And when I add minus 3 and minus 2, it is minus 5. Correct? So my factors are minus 3 and minus 2. Okay. The two factors are minus 3 and minus 2. Okay. So y square minus 3y minus 2y plus 6 is equal to 0. So instead of writing minus 5y, I have written minus 3y minus 2y. Okay. Now I'll put this together and this together. I'll put y square minus 3y together and minus 2y plus 6 together. Okay. So what are the common terms? Y is common. Correct? Y minus 3. And then minus y I'll take out. Okay. No, the y is not common in the second part, right? In the second part, 2 is common, correct? And the uncommon is y minus 3. Okay, is equal to 0. See, again I am showing minus will make plus. Correct? Minus is plus. Okay? So minus 2 into minus 3 is plus 6. That's why it is minus. Okay. So the common one is y minus 3 and uncommon one is y minus 2 is equal to 0. So y minus 3 is equal to 0 or y minus 2 is equal to 0. So y is equal to 3 or y is equal to 2. Okay, you got the value of y, but you are supposed to find the value of x. Correct? So substituting the y value, y is equal to x upon x plus 1. X upon x plus 1. So x upon x plus 1 is equal to 3 or x upon x plus 1 is equal to 2. Now what I can do is I can cross multiply, correct? X is equal to 3 into x plus 1. So x let's see what happens. Okay, x is equal to 3x plus 3. Okay, now I'll bring x terms on one side. Okay, so x into minus 3x is equal to 3. So x minus 3 would be minus 2x is equal to 3. Correct? So now x is equal to minus 3 by 2. Minus 2 I'll take it that side. So x is equal to minus 3 by 2. Correct? Now the other side. X is equal to 2 into x plus 1. Okay, so x is equal to 2x plus 2. I'll bring 2 this side, so it will become x minus 2x is equal to 2. So x minus 2x is minus x is equal to 2. That means x is equal to minus 2. Right? Just put or in the middle. So x is equal to minus 2 or x is equal to minus 3 by 2. Okay. Okay. Now let's solve the next question. Question number 51. Solve the following equation. 2 root 5 x square minus 3x minus root 5 is equal to 0. This is in the form of ax square minus bx minus c is equal to 0, or ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This is in that form only. Okay, so I'll multiply 2 root 5 and minus root 5. Okay, when I multiply this, I'll get 2 root 5 multiplied by minus root 5. So there is one minus sign, so my answer will become minus, and 2 into 5, because root 5 and root 5 is 5. Correct? Root 5 into root 5 is 5. So 2 into 5 is minus 10. So minus 2 into root 5 is minus 10. Now I want two numbers. When you multiply the product has to be minus 10, and when you add, the answer should be minus 3. When you add, it should be minus 3, and when you multiply, it should be minus 10. Okay, so which are the two numbers? Okay, for 10 the factors are 5 into 2. Correct? 5 and 2. Right? 5 minus 2 is 3. Correct? So 5 and 2. So sign of, because here it is minus 3. Correct? Here it is minus 3. So my factors are minus 5 Oops. Wait. So my factors are minus 5 and 2. When I multiply minus 5 into 2, it is minus 10. And when I add minus 5 and 2, it is minus 3. So that is what I want. Correct? Okay. So 2 root 5 x square minus 5 x plus 2x minus root 5. Taking the common out, root 5 is common here, correct, and x is common, so 2x is uncommon, minus root 5. Okay, minus here nothing is common, so 1, and uncommon 2x minus root 5 is equal to 0. So 2x minus root 5 and root 5 x plus 1 is equal to 0. So 2x minus root 5 is equal to 0, or root 5x plus 1 is equal to 0. So 2x is equal to root 5, which makes it x is equal to root 5 by 2, or root 5x is equal to minus 1, x is equal to minus 1 upon root 5. Okay, so this is the final answer. Let's solve the next question. Question number 52. Solve 2 in the bracket x upon x plus 1 the whole square minus 5 x upon x plus 1 plus 2 is equal to 0. Again the bracket is same. Okay, so let x upon x plus 1 be y. Then 2y square minus 5y plus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll multiply 2 and 2. 2 2s are 4. I want two numbers, the product has to be 4, and when you add it has to be minus 5. Okay, so my two numbers would be, for 4 it is 4 into 1 is 4, correct? So 4 and 1 makes 5, right? So minus 4 and minus 1 should be the number. Why? Because minus 4 into minus 1 is plus 4, correct? Minus 4 into minus 1 is equal to plus 4, and minus 4 plus minus 1 is equal to minus 5. So minus 4 and minus 1 are the factors. So 2y square minus 4y minus 1y or minus y plus 2 is equal to 0. Okay. Now here the common is 2y, uncommon y minus 2. Okay. Now again common, nothing is common, so 1 will come out, and y minus 2 is equal to 0. So y minus 2 and 2y minus 1 is equal to 0. Okay. Please note, minus 1 into minus 2 is plus 2. Okay. So y minus 2 is equal to 0 or 2y minus 1 is equal to 0. So y is equal to 2 or 2y is equal to 1. So y is equal to 1 by 2. Now what is y? Y is x upon x plus 1, correct? So y is x upon x plus 1 is equal to 2 or x upon x plus 1 is equal to 1 by 2. Okay. So x is equal to 2 into x plus 1. So x is equal to 2x plus 2. X minus 2x is equal to 2. So x minus 2x would be x minus 1x minus 1x. So minus x, okay, is equal to 2. Therefore x is equal to minus 2. Okay, and here 2x is equal to x plus 1. So 2x minus x is equal to 1. So x is equal to 1. So x is equal to minus 2 or x is equal to 1. Okay. Let's solve the next question. Question number 53. Factorize the following and find the value of x. So x plus 15. Okay. So I have written the question. Square root of x plus 15 is equal to x plus 3. Okay. I want to remove this square root. Okay. So what I'll do is squaring both the sides. Squaring both the sides. You always have, if you are squaring, you have to square both the sides. You cannot square one side. Okay. So square root of x by 15 square and x plus 3 square. Okay. Now square and square root you can cancel. So what is remaining? X plus 15 is remaining. Okay. Is equal to, now this is in the form of a plus b the whole square. So x square plus 2ab. So 2ab here would be 2 into 3, which is 6. 6x plus 9. Correct? This is in the form of a plus b the whole square. So a square plus 2ab plus b square. Okay. So let me bring all the items in one side. Okay, so when I bring all the items in one side, it would be x square plus 6x minus x plus 9 minus 15 is equal to 0. Okay, so x square plus 5x plus 9 minus 15. Plus 9 minus 15 is how much? 6, right? 6 minus 6 is equal to 0. Now I want two numbers. When you multiply those two numbers, the answer should be minus 6, and when you add those two numbers, it should be plus 5. So when you multiply, it has to be minus 6. So now 6, 3 2s are 6. Okay, so 3 into 2 is 6. That is right. I want minus 6. So if I do minus 3 into 2, it is minus 6. But when I add those numbers, minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1. I want my answer has to be plus 5. Correct? So 3 and 2 is not the number. Okay. If I do 6 into 1, 6 into 1, then if I do 6 into minus 1, then it would be minus 6. Okay. And plus 6 minus 1 is plus 5. So 6 and 1 are the numbers. Okay. So x square, I'll write minus 1x plus 6x minus 6 is equal to 0. Now here common is x. I'll bring that x out. So x minus 1 plus, I'll bring 6 out, x minus 1 is equal to 0. So x minus 1 or x plus 6 is equal to 0. So x minus 1 is equal to 0 or x plus 6 is equal to 0. X is equal to 1 or x is equal to minus 6. Okay. Let's solve the last question of the day. Okay, you will be solving a formula method. You will be solving questions in formula method also. This is last question for factorization method. Most simplest question number 54. Find the value of x by factorization, and the value is this. The equation is like this: 3x square plus x plus 5 is equal to x minus 3. This is the equation. What you will do? I want to remove the square root. Okay, so I'll do squaring on both the sides. Squaring on both sides. What will happen? 3x square plus x plus 5 is equal to x minus 3 the whole square. Okay. Square root and square you can cancel. Okay. So what is remaining? 3x square plus x plus 5 is equal to, now this is in the form of a minus b the whole square. So x square minus 2ab. So minus 2ab would be 2 into 3, 6x, correct, plus 9 plus b square. Okay. Now again, I'll bring all the terms one side. Okay. So 3x square minus x square plus x plus 6x plus 5 minus 9 is equal to 0. Okay. 3x square minus x square would be 2x square plus x plus 6x is 7x plus 5 minus 9 is minus 4. Okay, is equal to 0. Now 4 into 2 is 8. Okay, so 4 into minus 4. Minus 4 into 2 is minus 8. Okay, so 2 into minus 4 is equal to minus 8. Okay, now I want two numbers. When you multiply, it is minus 8, and when you add it, it is plus 7. So my two numbers would be minus 8 into 1. No, my two numbers would be plus 8 into minus 1. Okay, because plus 8 into minus 1 is minus 8, and plus 8 minus 1 is equal to plus 7. So when you multiply, it is minus 8, and when you add, it is plus 7. Okay, so my factors are plus 8 and minus 1. Okay, so 2x square plus 8x minus x minus 4 is equal to 0. So what is common? 2x is common. X plus 4 is uncommon. Correct? Okay. In the second term, nothing is common. Okay, so 1 I'll take out, and minus is also common, and in the bracket I want plus 4. Correct? So that's why I'll take minus out. So minus 1 I'll bring out. So what will be remaining? X plus 4 will be remaining. I have taken this minus out because I want plus inside. Okay, so that my both the bracket is same. So that's why I have taken minus 1 out, so that inside x plus 4 is remaining. So x plus 4 into 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. So x plus 4 is equal to 0, or 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. X is equal to minus 4, or 2x is equal to plus 1. So x is equal to 1 by 2. Okay, so my final answer is x is equal to